in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on another team from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Gamecocks will put total leather and we'll get started. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
That's not what I saw.
Ready, set. Here we go.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Quegman. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place.
Makes the ground down the right side. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets him to the 49-yard line. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
On the ground, it's Owens. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Green 25.
Wants to go up top. Under fire. Wide open downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
I know that goes down as a completion, but hear me out. Defenses want hits on the quarterback. They want to make him feel uncomfortable. They want him to start seeing some of those ghosts later on. There's one.
The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end now in motion. The give to the back. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Wegman. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. When this place gets loud and starts to sway, they've renovated, reinforced, and still the Raptors are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's the handoff. Runs through a tackle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. Rush coming in high, and they've got him at the 29.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lawson. Snowed under by the defense.
Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, you have to love getting to the quarterback early in this football game. Your first drive, how about your offense? They already took care of business, put up points for you. Now you're getting to the quarterback, getting sacks. Great start for this squad.
And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Caught. Close to the marker. It's Bennett. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Toss sweep right. Breaks the tackle. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football. So good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Now on the move. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Trying to slam in. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And in that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Fourth and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Here comes the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Wegman. That's caught. It's Norman. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking for a gap. It's Owens. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Norman. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Norman. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the 1st down. At the 20, he's got space. And he launches in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. To the air, it's Sellers. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Smashes through the tackle. Oh, he's got some space. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the tight end. Off play action. Looking for a huge play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. There he goes to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. SMU notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Dallas. Worth its weight in gold to the Mustangs. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty.
On the double. Here we go.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Cricket.
The play action fake. Rushes on him. Going deep. Makes the grab on the right. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Got it set up on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
High the chains now on 2nd and long.
Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
He might want another play. Right back to the well. And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Wegman. Unloads to the wideout. He got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Snags it on the right. He goes out of bounds at the 25, and this offense has an explosive play.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Catch in the middle, it's Lawson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. One more play away before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the ground with the back. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Looking for room. It's Wallace. Breaks into the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now 2nd and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. They'll try the run. They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this 4th down that much harder.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Wegman. With the catch, it's Russell. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Turns it on in midfield. He's loose. Past the 20. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control with
game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Throws for the tight end. And they're not on the same page there.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the 3rd sack of the game for this unit.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got a man. It's Wilson. Across the 45. There he goes to the right. He's at the and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggie! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for their 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. To the air, it's Sellers. Throws to the tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit them right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Second down coming up. They go to the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Fires to the middle. And they can't make the connection on third down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They punt it away on fourth down. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. The Gamecocks in the hurry up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking to the big tight end. With the catch, it's Fleming. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Wallace. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's caught. It's Wallace. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust.
A shot toward the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Throwing right. He's got an open man. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Riley. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, he's got some space. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll leave it with him. Find some fresh air. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Yankee blue! Flag!
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They're working that left side. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment in the fourth quarter.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. He's going for it all. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Caught over the middle. It's Butler. Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He wants to go deep. Snags it inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Now they'll try the right side. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on fourth down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. He gets in there for the two-point conversion, and now we have a two-possession game.
Texas A&M 38, South Carolina.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down two possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So now it's second and long.
Here we go.
Big fullback's got it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. Handoff to the fullback. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. They kick it away on fourth down. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Back to throw, it's Sellers. He wants a big play here late. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal